We finally got some Washington Capitals hockey games to talk about. It is the preseason, but today we got to see some of the Caps' young prospects and roster hopefuls play against the Philadelphia Flyers in a game they ultimately lost. But there were three key takeaways that I wanted to touch on that I think are going to be impactful for the Capitals going into this season and in the future. The first one is very obvious to anybody who watched the tape tonight, and that is that Andrew Crystal absolutely has that dog in him. He is a guy who is going to be on the Washington Capitals sooner rather than later. I know this year it's unlikely that he's going to make the Capitals roster. He's probably going to end up playing back in junior for another year, but he showed off some incredible puck sense. That shot is absolutely deadly, but what was most impressive to me was his speed. That's been something that a lot of people said was a big concern of him, his foot speed. He did not look slow out there. He looked like he has been working on that. His skating and agility, very fluid out there. Did not look out of place. And if he continues to improve and grow like that, he's absolutely going to be a guy in the top six for years to come, a very promising young player. But the second big takeaway that I saw is actually a bit of a negative, and that is with regards to the power play. This was supposed to be a new look, kind of retooled power play that was a lot more predicated on movement as opposed to the stationary setup we saw last year. I did not see a whole lot of changes compared to last year, and that has me worried. Like, this whole power play still seems very predicated on getting the shot from the outside, moving the puck high to low, but without a lot of player movement. And if that is the case, we're one Alex Ovechkin or John Carlson injury away from this whole thing imploding. We're also not going to have TJ Oshie in that like center bumper position this year. And I think it's a big lift to ask guys like Tom Wilson, Andrew Mangiapane, or Connor McMichael to step in and play that role as well as he has in the past few years. So really disappointed. It's only one game, so hopefully we'll be able to see some more wrinkles of that when Ovi and Carlson are in there, but would have loved to have seen a little bit more movement in the power play. And the other observation I had was with regards to one of their 2024 draft picks, but not the one you would expect. Parasak, yeah, he had an assist. He looked okay out there. Not exceptional, but somebody who did surprise me and impress me a lot was Leon Mugli. He looked extremely comfortable out there playing in a shutdown role, and he's able to move the puck very effectively. That's a guy who I didn't really give a whole lot of thought to that pick when it happened, but from just this limited sample size, I'm going to be intrigued to watch and follow him during the year and see how he progresses in Sweden.